Now I'm talking about the various approach which can be used in order to measure the PSO attainments. I'm explaining here. Now, here, various techniques that can be used in order to measure the PSO attainments. There are two techniques. One is batch-wise. You can do the PSO attainments in the batch-wise as well as year-wise also. Now, first I will talk about the batch-wise, then I will go for the year-wise, so that to make a flow properly. So when you say that batch-wise, what do you mean batch-wise? So I already told you that when you say that 2016, this guy belongs first year. 2017-18, second year. 2018-19, third year. 2019-20, it is the final year. In the sense, this is a batch-wise. In the sense, 2016 admitted guy, he will pass out only 2020. In the sense, yes. In 1920, you will get the degree. Means in 1920, you have to do the calculation of the PSO attainment value here. So whenever you do the PSO calculate attainment, you have to take these students. Okay. Now 2015 batch will take here. This is one batch. This is another batches. 15 students admitted. This is the first year, second year, third year, final year. So when you will get the degree here is the guy who is admitted 2015. He will get 2019 the month of March or it may be April. So 2019. Okay. 2014 by first year, second year, third year, final year. So admitted 2014 in the sense when you will get the degree in the year 2018. So in the sense you have to calculate the PSO attainment in which year 2017-18. In the sense you have to wait for the 4 years for to calculate the PSO attainment for this particular batch. That's meaning of that. Now the question is arise here. So whenever you're calculating the PSO attainment in batch wise, you have to take the all 4 year students. This is first year students, second year students, third year students, final year. In the sense, so you have to, for example, you take 2016. When you want to calculate the PSO attainment in the year of 2020, then you have to take the this particular batch student, first year students, you have to take it, second year student, you have to take it, third year students, final year. Now, I'm assuming that in 2016 batch students, they would have studied 60 subjects. I'm just whatever the number I'm taking here is, and that particular batch, there are 60 subjects they would have studying here. I'm assuming that probably in your curriculum you may be having a 65 or maybe 70 subjects are there with respect to that particular batch student they would have studied. I'm assuming that 15 subjects been studied by the first year students, like a first semester as well as second semester. In second year, these students they are studying 17 subjects in the sense like a third semester as well as fourth semester. And third year they would have studied 16 subject in the sense like a fifth semester as well as sixth semester they would have studied 6 subjects. And final year I'm assuming that there are 12 subjects are there like a 7 semester as well as a semester. These subjects are not studied those students here. Now when I say that 60 subjects, it's including the theory subjects, laboratory subjects, project work, or maybe the internship, like isn't total number of subjects. That's meaning that. Now here, with respect to calculating the PSO attainments, I already told that you have to take the total number of subjects is how many here is 60. Then you have to take the first year subjects, second year student subjects, third year, final year, and you have to take these students. Then you have to calculate the PSO attainment value. Now, so with respect to have you seen here 2016 batch admitted batch, then when you passed out of here 2020, and now in the 1920 only you can calculate the PSO attainment with respect to 2016 batch. So now you are taking all the 60 subjects, 144 students over there in the final first year, second year, third year, final year, those students you are taking, then you are calculating the PSO attainment here. This is the way you got the PSO attainment value. I'm assuming that with respect to BE computer science program, they have two program specific outcomes like that. The PSO1 attainment value is 2.98. PSO attainment value is 2.9. This is with respect to one particular year. So this is the 1920 passed out student. This is the PSO attainment here. This is the 1519. This is the PSO attainment value here. So admitted 2015, passed out only 2019. In the sense, you can calculate the PSO attainment here, which year, after passed out only. So you have to take the 2018-19. This is the calculation you are doing here. This is the 14th batch. Then this is the PSO attainment is like that. Okay, this is called batch wise. Now, people may ask you, what is the drawback of this? So, have you observed here? The drawback of this approach is that now, whenever you want to calculate the attainments, whether it is PSO attainments or PO attainment, then what have to do? See, you have to wait 4 years. You can do the when PSO attainment with respect to this batch, you have to wait for the 4 years. The final year only, here only it is possible. In the sense, the guy who's admitted 2016, 2020, he will pass out. In the sense, you have to wait for the 4 years. So that is a one of the drawback of this. Now, this is that now I'm doing the PSO attainments the year wise. So this is why is overcome the previous approach. In the sense, there are some, because no need to wait for the 4 years to calculate the PSO attainments with respect to year wise. How you calculate here the PSO attainment? The simple way is that you take, for example, in the year 1920. Have you seen here is in 1920, in a year, we are taking year wise. In 1920, who are the first year students are there? There are nearly 120 students are there in first year. Okay. In second year, there are nearly 121 students are there. Yes. In third year, there are nearly 116 students are there. Okay. Fourth year, there are 124 students are there. Now, while calculating the PSO attainments, you are taking the all first year students. Okay. Now, while calculating the 2018-19 first year student, second year student, third year student, final year students, while calculating the PSO attainments, you are taking those students here. Now, 17-18 first year students, second year students, third year students, final year students. Now, if you look at here, this is the you are taking the attainment in this fashion here. Now, I'm assuming that in 1920, you having a 60 subjects. Probably you may be having more than this. When I say that 60 subjects, which include the theory components, lab components, means lab subjects, like even project work, internship. In a sense, if you take that first year, when I say that first year, it is a 2 semester. One is of first semester as well as second semester. This is the year I'm taking here. So I'm assuming that there are 15 subjects are there in first year, means first semester, second semester. In second year, I mean third year, third year, fourth year, they are studying 17 subjects. In third year, in the sense, like a fifth semester, sixth semester, they would have studied 16 subjects. In final year, they have 12 subjects, like a 7 semester as well as 8 semester. Now, while calculating the PSO attainments, you have to take the first year, second year, third year, final year. Then you have to take these number of subjects. Then you have to calculate the PSO attainment value. Okay, like that. This is the 18 batch, 18-19 year. This is the 17-18 here. In this fashion, you have to calculate the PSO attainments. So now, what is the drawback here? So if you look here, what is the drawback here? The drawback is here is that if you look at here, 2019-20, you are calculating the PO attainment, PSO attainment here. So this guy is joining admitted 2019. This guy admitted 2018. This guy admitted 2017. Here is 2016. Here means different batch of the students you are taking while calculating the PSO attainment. That is the one thing. And when you say that this our university every 3 years the regulation will be changed. So here whatever the regulation you are using may be different by this guy. I mean, whatever the subject is studied for an year may not be same with this guy. Since the regulation may be the different, because probably it may be the R16 regulations, it may be the R15 regulations. I mean, 2015 regulation. This is the 2016 regulations. In a sense, you can find the different set of the students, different regulation students you can find, but you are calculating the PSO attainment here. This type of approach is very good approach in case we are if the institution like IITs and IITs, this is the best approach, I can say that. But unfortunately, our university will not permit here. That is the reason only you have this paper. Now, this is the PSO attainment. Have you seen here? This is 1920. This is the attainment here. With respect to PSO 1, this is the PSO 2. One more thing here. If you see here, when you do year wise, the PSO attainment, this is the vertical values you are taking. When you come to batch wise, you have to go for the horizontal. So that's why the fundamental difference here. Values you to like. Now I'm talking about the direct assessment tools for the PS4. So when you say the direct assessment tools, we are using several assessment tools. Like one is the direct assessment tools, another one is indirect assessment tools for calculating the PSO. Now I'm talking about the direct assessment tools. So here you have when you say the direct assessment tools, there are two things. One is the internal marks, another one is university mark will be there. Okay. Now when we conduct the mid exams, we'll allocate the marks to the students. Based on the performance of the student, we'll allocate the marks here. We'll also give the assignments based on the performance of the student. We'll also allocate the marks. Yes, and we'll also conduct the lab exams to the students internally. We'll allocate the marks based on their performance. Student also give this seminar based on his performance. We'll also allocate the marks, and student has to do the internship based on his performance. We'll also give the marks. Yes, even prior student has to execute the prior work. Then based on this performance, we'll also allocate the marks. In the sense, there are various way we conduct the these are the events or some tools we allocate the mass. So this is whatever the things I'm showing here. This is the internal means at the department level we conduct all these things. Then we give the mass to the students based on their performance. That is called CIE. Now I'm going for the university exams. In university exams, student has to appear the final exams, means university exams, like at end of the semester. Based on their performance, the mark will be allocated by the university. This one is allocated by the internal faculty. This one is allocated. Marks are allocated by the university. Okay. Now we'll also means university will also conduct the lab exams and based on their performance, the university also will allocate the marks. Yes, even during the semester end exam, student has to undergo for the internship exam based on the performance. University also will allocate the marks. Now in prior to work also, student has to go undergo. Then because of the semester end exams, university will also conduct the exams based on the performance. Will also mark. In this sense, various ways we can allocate the mark. This is the internal, this is the university exam. So this process, if I'm correct, I think you're everyone are familiar. Now when I say that direct assessment tools, I already told that this part is comes CIE part. First no, this is the CIE part. We conduct like a theory exams, lab exam, project work, assignment, seminar, internship, whatever the things. If you have any other thing also, you can keep it here. Yes, even with respect to semester end exams, we can also conduct the exams, lab exams, project work, seminar, internship, blah blah blah. Whatever things you have, you can also put here. Now, while calculating the PSO attainment value, we have to give only 80%. In the sense, whatever the value we get here, it's only 80%. Now, now I'm talking about the indirect assessment tools that can be used in order to measure the PSO. Now, if you look at here, I have listed there are nearly 10 feedback or 10 surveys where we can use these tools in order to measure the PSOs. Now the question is arise, how many number of surveys you are taking here is not important for us. How many number of qualities assessment tools you are using, that is important here. Now, see, first I will take small example here. Now you take the program exit survey. In program exit survey, those who are in final year, in like those who are in final in the sense a semester in engineering program. So before issuing a hall ticket in BMS, we do that one. Every student has to give the program exit survey. So in that case, those who are appearing exams, everyone will give the feedback. So maximum, I can say that 95 to 100% we can say that one. They will give the feedback. So whenever you're calculating the PSO attainments, you have to take more number of samples. So the reason is I will tell you why we have to take more value. Now, if you look at remaining surveys, you can find only few samples. There is a reason is that you take, for example, NCC, NSS here. One small example here. If you there are some colleges, some department, they say that they conduct some sort of programs like NCC, NSS. What are the events or what are the program you conducted? You can map to the PO7 as well as PO8, like a social environmental issues related activities you can map to the NCC and SS. Means sometimes Swachh Bharat, or sometime we can say that clean and green, you what say that what do you say that road awareness programs, something like that. You can conduct some program, you can map. It is social related. Now, fundamental question is that how many number of students from your department they participate in NCC? From the general NCC and SS activities is conducted at the college level. From your department, how many number of students are participating? Hardly 5 people. And that too with respect to particular batch, how many number of students will participate? For example, 2015 batch, 2017 batch, how many number of? Hardly 1 or 2 students. By considering one student, you want to calculate the PSO attainment. That's why. And one more thing, that in your class, probably let assume that there are 60 students are there. Do you think that the parents is aware about the PSOs? Of course, some of the parents may be having a technical background, they can understand what is the meaning of PSOs. So, because see, by considering 1 or 2 samples, taking the calculating the PSO attainment, it is not advisable. So that is the reason only maximum times, maximum universities, they will not take the remaining surveys. In the sense, from 2 to 10, they will not take. Maximum institution, they will take only program exit survey. In the sense, how many number of surveys you are taking is not important. How many quality surveys you are taking, that is very important. And that too, how many number of students are participated, that is also is very important for us. So if the more number of students are participated, then you can take it. If the less number of students are participated, well, 10% like that, no, it is not advisable to take those samples while calculating the PSO attainment value here. So that is the reason only I have taken only program exit survey. So how much of weightage I'm giving here is 20%. So when you will take here this survey, I already told that those who are in final year students, before leaving the institution or departments, they have to give the feedback, then they have to leave. So 20% weightage I'm taking here. Now I'm taking small example how to do the calculation of the PSO attainment value. So there are two approaches. One is two approach in the sense I'm taking the direct attainment of tools, then indirect attainment. Now, with respect to here the PSO attainment calculations, I'm using, there are two things. Is one is the direct assessment tools, another one is indirect assessment tools. I've already explained this one, so I'll just skip here this one. Now, when you say that, just I will go here the frequency of the data collections. So 80% of the weightage I'm due for the direct assessment tools. Okay. Whenever I calculate the PSO attainments, I'll go on small example. You take here. So whenever I calculate the PSO attainment value, every faculty has to calculate the CO attainments, PO attainment value, as well as PSO attainment value also. In a sense, for example, I'm handling, there is a subject called DBMS, database management subject. At the end of the semester, I have to calculate the CO attainments, PO, PSO. Yes. But while calculating the PSO attainment value, I have to take the CIE value as well as SE value also. In the sense, these internal marks, university marks, I have to take it. I will take only at the end of the semester. Then I will submit to this value, PSO attainment value, to the my HOD or program coordinator. So after that, this guy, program coordinator, HOD, he will take the 80% weightage from this one. Now, when you say that program exit survey, the weightage is 20% weightage, and we are taking the program exit survey. At the end of the year, those who are in final year students, they have to give the some sort of feedback, survey on the PSO. Then we will, because 20% weightage, will take it here. Now, here, the direct assessment value for the PSO here. Now, due to the space constraints, I have taken only 9 subjects. Probably in your curriculum, you may be having more than 60 subjects or maybe 70 subjects. For understanding purpose, I've just taken only 9 subjects here. Now, as a program coordinator or a HOD, what you have to do is that you have to keep all these subjects first. Okay, starting from first semester to 8th semester. In engineering program, you have 8 semesters. So you start with first semester, you just keep all the subjects from the first semester to final semester, means 8th semester. You just put here. Now, whether this particular, okay, what are the subjects you have kept here? You just keep here. Now, I am assuming that there is a subject called GE 8151. This particular faculty, he has mapped the PSO1, PSO2. Means this faculty has mapped this PSO1, PS2. He has mapped. Now, once if he finish this particular subject, means he has already finished at the end of the year. Once after getting the result of the university exam, you ask him the what is the attainment of the PSO1, PSO2. Since this particular faculty has mapped PSO1, PSO2, so he has supposed to give this value of the PSO1, PSO2. This is responsibility. Since he has mapped this PSO1, PSO2, he has to give here. Like that, as HOD, you have to collect from the PSO attainment from the all the faculty member, those handling this subject from the first semester to eighth semester. Then you have to keep it here. Okay. Now, in order to calculate the PSO attainment value, there is a formula is there. Now, PSO attainment value is equal to sum of the point is received on particular PSO through direct assessment tools. I mean, when I say that direct assessment tools, like anything you measure the student through the marks, then we can call it the direct assessment tools. Divided by total number of courses is mapped to the PSOs. Now, if you look at here, this is the direct assessment tool divided by number of course mapped. Now, out of 9 subjects, how many number of subjects you have mapped to the PSO? You take this PSO out of 9. So 1, 2, 3. In a sense, there are 3 subjects it is mapped to the PSO. Means how many number of courses mapped to PSO? It is a 3. Now, you have to take the sum of the point is received on the PSO through the direct assessment tools. Now, if you look at here, 2.3 plus 2.4 plus 2.8, because 3 subjects are mapped, you just do the sum. So when I do the sum, I'm getting 7.5. So 7.5 divided by 2.5, how much? It is a 7.5 divided by 3, how much? It is a 2.5. So attainment of the PSO for the indirect assessment tool is 2.5. Yes. Now, in case if you want to represent the percentage, some evaluator or some people, they ask you what is the percentage of the PSO2. In that case, 2.5 divided by 3, how much? You're getting 83.3. Like that, remaining PSOs, I mean, you have a 2 PSOs, you have to do for PSO1 also. This is the way you have to calculate the PSO attainment value.